Hey everyone, Cindy here. I am talking today about the culture of online dating, how it shifted. You wouldn't believe how much over the past 2 to 3 years, and how you can actually be successful in your online dating and date the kind of high quality men that you want to be dating, or in a man's case, the kind of high quality women you want to be dating. But we'll just talk to the ladies right now and really create a connection with someone special. So I am so excited everyone's here today. Let me know. I'd love to hear where everybody's from. Where are you from? Are you from East Coast, West Coast, somewhere else around the world? I want to hear. So let me know. Anyway, talking about online dating, how has it shifted? Well, today, over the last several years, we've had dating apps, which are nice. They're convenient. You can be on your smartphone and swipe right or left or whatever you're doing. But there's a culture that's actually shifted around this sort of dating. It's kind of like a kid in a candy store. People are swiping, but not as many people are meeting statistically. So how do we shift that? How do we shift it into, swiping, matching, and actually meeting, right? So the difference is, and this is, a lot of dating and relationship coaches speak into this differently. And I will tell you something that's been highly effective for my clients. In fact, I had one of my clients that when we first started working together, she was frustrated. She was dating one man at a time, putting all of her hopes into that man, and inevitably getting disappointed by being around somebody that wasn't aligned with her. So first off, it starts with your profile, your actual written profile. So your profile should actually say something about who you are, and maybe a snapshot about your life. So for example, saying something like, on any given morning, you can find me with my messy bun, coffee in hand, reading, after my, meditative yoga, then, next, taking a nice brisk walk out into the sunshine before I jump into my day, right? So encompassing something about yourself, right, is a line that says, maybe who you are. I love coffee. I put my hair up in a bun every morning. You might find me in yoga pants on most days because I'm running between the gym and my home office. Taking a snapshot into what your life is like, and then actually saying that, saying something else beyond that, which would be who. I do 25 photos and pick the best. What do you mean? They accuse me of photoshopping. Hey, Olivia. So the other side to that is, so you put a little snapshot. Who am I? Like, something about who you are or what you love. I'm passionate about, and and a picture, because people think in pictures, and men especially do. They think about, they imagine, oh, okay, so what life would be like with her is she definitely loves her coffee in the morning. She puts her hair up on her head. It sounds super cute. And, something that she's passionate about is, she's passionate about her love of, could be her business or whatever. And, laughter is really important to her. If she gets out in nature, she's really, really happy. So it encompasses maybe who you are, or maybe you're passionate about travel. I love to travel. I'll always answer anyone's questions about, where you want to go, or I'm always up for learning about new travel destinations. Please let me know. So if you're doing something that actually hooks or connects someone that could be aligned with you, and then what you're seeking. This is also a really important piece, you guys, in creating a good profile. Meaning that if you put together, if you say, gosh, I'm seeking a long-term committed relationship with, a dynamic, fun-loving man that, loves family and, seeks marriage in his future, something like that. You're actually going to weed out the people that aren't, and you'll have some in there that don't necessarily want what you want, but you'll start weeding out the people that don't want what you want, right? So that is truly important. And pictures are important too, Susan. Taking a lot of photos, or taking photos that encompass you, are important. It's nice to have full body shots, and shots that are chest and above, so someone can get an idea of you. Smiling, hair up, hair down. It's, if you don't feel like you have a lot of photos, I think it's important. It's really important to get some by yourself. Take your friends out of the picture and make sure that it's just you, and make sure that you're smiling, looking directly at the camera, and ignore the negativity out there, right? When you're going into online dating, or it could be, app dating where you're swiping, go into it with a positive attitude. I'm inviting new, fun, interesting, high quality people to connect with. And if you go in without an expectation, what starts happening is you start connecting with people. Now, like I said, the climate has changed because there's a lot of options out there. A lot of people are online, and people aren't always looking at their dating app. They're just not. And given that, don't expect for a man to respond right away, and I'm sure you probably don't. But this is something that I recommend with all of my clients. It works with turning things into a first meeting. Now, this is the only time I will tell you to lead, because you want to have a fair amount of consistent people that you're meeting in what I call your pipeline, your dating pipeline, your man funnel. So if you have that, there's an abundance, and you actually get to take the time to see if, people are really aligned with you. And sometimes you can have a pretty good idea if someone is, has, some semblance of, connection with you fairly easily. And I'm going to tell you this. So there's a line that I share with my clients that works really well. So you say a couple, hey, how are you? Where are you from? Great, great, awesome. And then you say, you know what? I find it easier to see if there's more of a connection by meeting in person. Let me know if you're up for, a quick coffee or drink or whatever, right? Lunch, sometime soon. And I usually recommend saying quick coffee. And usually what happens is the person comes back to you and says, that sounds great. When would you like to meet? And then you can say, now this is where it starts to get important, because what I do find is that it's important to actually talk voice to voice before actually meeting in person, because you can see if there's more of a connection by actually by doing that. So, chances are if you talk on the phone for a couple minutes and, you share a laugh or two, and I recommend that phone call only be about 10 minutes. So you say, gosh, I find it easier to see if there's more connection by meeting in person. The next step is that phone call. Great. How about if we hop on a quick call before we meet? And then I recommend ladies sharing a Google Voice number or downloading the app Sideline so you're not giving out your real phone number, unless for some reason you intuitively feel comfortable and it's no big deal to you. But for the most part, this is what I recommend, okay? Secondly, so if you do those things, you're going to find that you actually have more success in online dating and interactions. If you have questions, comments, please let me know and post below. I am going to be talking more about online dating and how to make it more successful for you, because I know more and more people meet all the time online, and you want to know how to make it work for you, how to avoid the frustration and feel like you're waiting for a man to connect with you. Saved by the Bell, guys. Anyways, sending so much love, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Have an amazing day. Bye.